friends. How is everyone doing tonight? I see Gojirito and Richard, and of course, Ryu and Nakama. Did I miss anyone? Hello, hello. I hope everybody's okay. Ah, Richard is here. Yes, I think I said. Wow, so many people. I'm excited. So I hope my voice is coming through clearly. And I am running my caster software, so hopefully we won't have any audio problems because Ryu will grace us probably with his voice tonight. So let me just test something here. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't get up the audio. Silly me, but that's easy to find. Real folk blues. Oh my god, you guys, I am so flipping excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Okay, yeah, that seems to be coming through a little bit. You have no idea what a guilty pleasure this is for me to do this song. I have been wanting to sing this song for you all for the longest time. And it's a very special song for me. I enjoy it just so much because it suits my voice. And it's just from an anime I really love. And I just can't say enough good things about Yoko Kanno and Yoko Kanno's, beautiful music. So yeah, it's just something I wanted to do, and algorithm be damned, we're gonna do it. I know we're behind schedule. This was originally going to be a between season song, so I know this is delaying starting on new season stuff for a little while, but so be it. It's my channel, and I get to sing when I want. So, stupid algorithm, you don't get to tell me what to do. So let me know when you're ready and I will water your eardrums. I adore Yoko Kanno's music, yes. I still have not watched this anime yet, and I'm probably the only person who likes anime who could say that in 2022. So, but yeah, this is going to be really special. This song is very special for Ryu as well. And shall I bring you on now? Are you ready? I might as well. And you can explain what this song means to you. I'm going to go ahead and give you a call if that's all right. Here we go. All right, hold on. You're not coming through for me. I have to adjust my settings here. Oh, come on. Where's my audio settings? Default is coming in as caster, so why can't I hear the audio? And my voice is coming through there.
Testing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You're just really, really low. I can boost you.
Yeah, I'm kind of soft-spoken. Discord has a very trippy ringtone now.
Does it? I haven't heard it for a while.
Well, I mean, it used to be like normal, and today it was like playing this like I don't know what I would call it, a jam or something like that.
A jam.
It sounds weird. It sounds weird for me to say it like that, doesn't it?
Yes, a little bit.
I am usually far more staid and stodgy than that.
Ah, there we go.
I'm also sneezing and sniffling today.
Oh no! And we're gonna make you sing on top of all that. Oh.
Yes, well, the audience is sure to demand it if you don't. It's become customary at this point. I've actually looked up several translations of this that have already been done, and I'm like scratching my head, like you can tell it's done by people who can't read Japanese. At least can't read it better than I can.
I know. I swear.
where they try to make this song sound happy, and it's not happy. This is a depressing song that is the ending theme of one of the greatest tragedies in anime. Cowboy Bebop, it's it has its moments, but it's a tragedy from the beginning.
Right.
That's not even a it's not even a spoiler. Cowboy Bebop is a tragedy.
Nakama says
So
hello to you.
oh, hi Nakama. Yes, I have a voice sometimes at least when I
Oh,
care to.
yeah, it ends
And yes,
on death. It's all about this fatalism,
well, it's
sadness.
not. It's a bittersweet ending. Whoever has Richard go run away right now, I'm about to talk about it. Anyway, well, because there's a chance at a future for Faye and Jet. Like, there's sort of this idea that the days of bounty hunting are over, that things might be getting less corrupt, because you've had the space mafia, they're all dead. You've had a few corrupt cops go down. You've had like a lot of bad people taken out over the course of this anime. And like the bounty hunter show goes down because bounty hunting is less lucrative, which means that things are getting better, but there's no place for Spike in this one.
It's true. It's like times are changing. Gotta leave the past
And
behind you.
that's in this song too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it actually said in the original it says keep the eye looking at, or that one eye is looking at tomorrow and the other is stuck in the past. But I
Mm.
had to fudge it a little to make it fit. But you still get the idea. But Spike lives in the past, and that is his central tragedy. He was, even though he could have moved on, he never did, and this is why he ultimately,
Yep. Ah,
the
it's so
same thing.
sad.
The same is true of the one-off villain Vincent Bellagio in the movie. He lives in the past, and that is ultimately his undoing. People are nostalgic about this anime, but it is a very anti-nostalgia anime if you think about it for a
Yeah,
moment.
it's ironic.
Well, the people who live in the past die, and the people who move on live. Ed lives, Faye lives, and Jet live, and they all move on. Spike and Vincent both stuck in the past, and Vicious too. They're all stuck in the past, and they all die
Hmm.
because if they had all moved on and stopped moping and being kooky and evil, respectively, I'm not sure you can move on from the last one. You just kind of tend to die from evil,
Yeah,
but that's fine.
that's the
We're
way it
okay with that.
works. Oh man. So,
I mean, usually doing evil will come back to bite you. Not always, though. A lot of people in real life have gotten away with a lot of evil,
yeah.
and
But
I may be.
generally speaking, if you do evil, you'll get your comeuppance eventually.
Mhm.
Not 100% of the time, but a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, sure. There's still like you still have the idea that their world is not a utopia just because all of this happened, but that it's probably better because you had so many bad people go down so quickly. And that's a little hope spot a lot of people miss. I was just so like emotionally stunned by just how poignant a tragedy it was. I didn't notice that at first.
Hmm.
But it's such a well put together thing.
You're making me want to rewatch it all over again.
And I believe the lady who wrote it is no longer with us.
Wow.
I don't I don't remember though. I know Origa is no who often worked with Yoko Kano is no longer with us, unfortunately. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear.
Orga passed away at a younger age. And I
I
don't,
think she lived I believe it was some form of cancer.
yeah, I don't know the full
Uh
story, but that sounds right. Mushroom hunting.
oh yeah, it was Keiko no Keiko Nobumoto. She passed away last year. I believe it was of
Wow.
esophageal cancer.
Gosh.
Because she's from a generation of Japanese people who were heavy smokers.
Ah.
Like the Ghibli guy Hayao Miyazaki, he is also a heavy smoker, and it is a marvel he is still
Mm.
alive. No, I'm serious. He's from that same generation,
Wow.
and he
Yeah.
will probably
That
live
makes
through
sense.
smoking complications within the next 2 years too.
So, so what made you want to do lyrics for this song? Because you had lyrics done for this song, or at least drafting this song, like back before we met, I think.
No, that was Tsuki no Mayu,
Oh.
which was which I encountered when I was first trying to learn Japanese.
Ah. Which we will also have to do at some point soon.
This one, though, I also love. It's from this sort of kind of the same period in my life. A little after, actually, no, actually, I watched it when I was in grad school, and I was going through a tough time, and it was like this little spot of something I still love from that period.
Hmm. So yeah, what
I,
made you want to do this song?
because it's a good song.
So my
I mean,
reason too.
seriously,
Okay, we both have the same
this is
reason.
a this is a great piece of music,
Can't
and
argue with you there.
it's seasonally appropriate. Tsuki no
Yes.
Mayu would have done well in summer, but it's like almost winter now for me. You don't have seasons because you live in Florida.
It's right now it's 81 degrees here and very
In my head,
sunny. Occasionally it'll rain in the afternoons.
it's still sunny. It's like almost 8. Then again, you're
Oh,
closer
no, I'm not.
further north.
I'm saying it was sunny during the daytime. Duh. It's not sunny now.
Okay. Also, hi, we make tangents together
I
because
know.
when we're not fighting, we're acting, and
It's like
it's
this
actually
this
kind of so.
weird phenomenon of like having friends. I'm not used to this.
And we somehow have the miraculous ability to butt heads over creative things and stay friends. This is
Because
a rare thing to be cherished.
we both want it to be good.
We do. And
You want it
I
to
used
be
to live.
accurate, and I want to be able to sing it.
Yes, and we get it as accurate as we can, and it comes out of your face every time
It does somehow. I don't know how, but somehow I manage in the studio
with
with a lot
with
of
much
curse words and retakes.
with much wailing and gnashing of teeth.
I swear, I don't know why anybody watches my recording live streams because it's just nothing but like, la la la, fuck, la la la, la shit, no.
I have no idea why anybody wants to listen to me sing them. You're the singer. It's like Twitter once pegged me as a news source for someone, and I was like, I am not a news source. I am an argumentative novelist.
Oh dear.
Like I said, I
Oh.
am a particularly argumentative novelist. In fact, which is yes, a description. All right, let's get this. Do you want to try it first, or do you want me to explain it first?
Let's have the explanation. And maybe you want to like guide me through. I don't know if you just want to go through the whole thing all at once, or if you want to go by section, and I'll just like kind of parrot you, or how would you best like to do it?
It's easiest for if you try it first.
Okay.
So I up. Rem- I can sometimes pronounce the definite article as just like the on top of the next word. Like I might say thouer, thou, like for the hour.
Ah.
I pronounce words very chewed up. So if you have th apostrophe, just smash that into the beginning of the next word. Do not make it a syllable.
Okay, I'll try and be aware of that. I get caught in your little web of shadow syllables all the time.
I mean, There's a matching guide underneath, like always.
Like always, I see it there. Very neat and orderly.
Yes, that's very uncharacteristic of me. I am actually very messy and untidy.
But you cleaned it up just for this occasion. I appreciate it.
Yes.
So let's see. I have the video pulled up.
This one is pretty good about having all of the mori as individual syllables, but you do get some compressed ones and
Hmm.
some that are I'm not totally sure if that's a syllable or not. Like especially the that's maybe a syllable, maybe not.
Okay. All right. Here we go. It's got a kind of a long intro. Still spending too much time, more than us in love. Letting hours go on slipping away that I can't get back. The gash in my heart you made, it can never heal. But the same old winds are blowing through, just like always. Gotta keep this one eye looking at today. Cause this other one's not leaving, no. The past behind me, no. If I could lie once more in your tender arms, then I would sleep in peace at long last, cradled in your love. Will someone come and cry for me with teardrops from your dried out eyes? The real focus I burn to know what it is to feel true sadness in my soul and living my life stuck in life. But I can't say that it's really all that bad if it's in just one round. But this game is over. All right, let's just take that much. How did I do, first of all? What did you think?
Pretty well. I realized that I have edited this so many times. In line 01, lookin' should be watching. And I forgot to edit that. I
Let
start with line 0. It should be watching hours go on slipping away.
still spending. Wait.
Still
Zero
spinning.
one watching hours. It should
Yes.
be watching hours.
Yeah. I mistyped there.
That's all right. Watching hours go on slipping away that I can't get back. Gosh.
I syllabified line 2 slightly differently. Like I swallowed the that and emphasized the I mentally. That I can't get back. Because
I
I sort of
can't
pronounce
get
get
back.
like almost the way I pronounce get and words like that is like get. Like I'm kind of sort of southern even though I try to
I
not be.
see. I see.
You
So it's
can
more
you can
like
still
watching
I'll still
hours
like
go on slipping away that I can't get back.
just like that I can't get back. Um,
Yeah, that was
I
right.
don't have yeah.
Cool.
Because I guess I sort of swallowed that I and emphasized can't. I, d- I don't know how to sing, fun fact.
That I can't
Otherwise,
get back.
that I can't get. Otherwise, you got it pretty right. Then again, that line just might be kind of wonky. So,
Yeah. Sometimes the rhythm can be deceptive in the Japanese. And then,
so line 22, there's something before it that's missing. I think I might have accidentally deleted it.
the trap. Oh,
There should, yeah, line 21 is missing.
oh, it is.
So,
So it is.
but I found it.
What is it?
This right here. It's very alliterative. It's also very sad, and it's all spaced out funky because I had to pull it from the. I don't know why it's not there. I think I probably just copied and pasted it wrong, or accidentally cut and paste rather than copied and paste.
Okay. I had one question. Can you sing let's see, which line is it? I'm struggling with line 10. So if you could sing like 9 and 10 for me, that would be great.
Let me find it in the. I'll just sing the whole first part of it.
Sure.
Still spending too much time mourning off of watching hours go on slipping away that I can't get back. The gash in my heart you made, it can never heal. But the same winds are blowing through, just like always. Got to keep this one eye looking at today. 'Cause this other one's not leaving, oh, the past behind me, no. If I could lie once more in your tender arms, then I would sleep in peace at long last, cradled in your love. I think I might have actually needed to. Let me check how I managed to.
You put two pitches on then, so it would be then I would sleep in peace at long last.
Yeah, he technically does pronounce mo'o properly in Japanese. It's just hard to get two English words into that tiny
Right?
space.
It's weird, yeah. So
It's that, I guess.
then I
We're
would
being.
sleep in peace at long last. Or I could do then I would sleep in peace at No, that doesn't sound as good. I like stretching out then the best, I think. Unless you want to change it.
Also have could at the bottom rather than would. I think it should be could because it's like something that it's very removed from reality.
Okay. Then I could sleep in peace at long last, cradled in your love. Yeah. You sound pretty good for being congested.
I always said I spoke French best when I had a cold.
There's something to be said for nasality.
I don't think my singing sounds good.
Well, you can't hear your own instrument because it's inside you. You don't get to ever hear the finished sound that the audience hears.
I
So
mean,
your
I could
judgment
play back.
means nothing.
No, I'm here to judge words, not singing.
And that goes for all of you too, guys. If you think you sound bad, well, you can't judge yourself. Your instrument's inside you.
It's true though. You don't hear. I think something like an octave because of how your voice reverberates inside your head.
Yeah,
And when
because
people outside,
it's just, from a physics standpoint, sound travels differently through solid matter, which presumably you have in your head. I don't, but most people do. Um, than through the air. And, you have your tongue and your teeth and your lips that all serve to finish the sound, um, and your whole vocal tract, the throat and all of that, the sinuses, and then it leaves your face and goes out into the air, and that's what the audience gets to hear. You don't get to quite hear that. You can hear a little bit of reverb off the walls, but you can't really get the full impact of your live voice. You can even listen to recordings, and in fact my teacher always said that that's when she made the greatest progress, is when she took a summer and did several months of just listening back to 30 seconds of her practicing at a time. um, but even that's not live. You don't get the full impact. So you never get to hear your own instrument.
oh well.
Well,
I well, I'm not a singer or a musician, so
there you go. You don't have to be, but it's good to know how to use your voice since it is part of you.
Nakama says, "Bet I sing this song a lot. I do sing to myself sometimes when nobody else is around, as long as there's no one to hear it.
That's good
And
to know.
you all haven't the slightest idea of who I am in real life, so I can do this on the internet."
All right. So did you want to continue? Or shall we work on the second section now?
The first section's good, right?
Yeah, that was the only line that I had a question about. And then I think any other little baubles that you happened to spot along the way we've resolved. So yeah, I'm good with it as is there. Not that I would want to change your lyrics. You know, I for this one I consider this like your work for sure. This isn't just a draft. This is something you've been working on. It's yours.
Yeah, well, I work on a lot of them, but I've worked on this one more than a lot of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's special to you.
I've done a lot of work on some that are not special to me that particularly, like Akuma no Ko. I was like, I am not going to let this song beat me. I came to love it through the process, but at first I was just doing it because you wanted to sing it.
Oh, this song is the devil's child.
I was like, I love this song. Also, fuck this song.
That song deserved to do better in the algorithm. It started doing well, but then it kind of petered out, and I think it'll come back again when more Attack on Titan comes around. It's fun to see how things go.
And Attack on Titan, music-wise, does usually seem to deliver pretty well for us.
Actually, yeah.
I'm not that...
That and Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah, because Demon Slayer is usually Aimee.
Yeah.
Something similar.
Or at least it was in this last season.
If she did more of it, or if it's something like Utada Hikaru or something, that will be just golden.
Oh man. Oh, we're getting a new season of To Your Eternity coming out soon, I think, this season. I don't think it started airing yet, but I'm excited about that. Hopefully it'll get a good opening theme. Although maybe they won't change it. I don't know.
And we'll still have a pink pump.
Pink pump. Pink pump. Pink cardiac organ. Wow, right, that was terrific. Okay.
Shall I give the audience what they're waiting for, or do you want to try the next section?
Well, I suppose I could take the plunge first. And heard the Chainsaw ED that came out today. No, I haven't heard it yet. I'm still in love with the first one by Vondi, but I haven't heard the latest one yet. I need to catch up.
Somebody was asking me if the wording in it was ambiguous, so I looked at the first few lines of one of the songs, and I was like, no, not really. Not any more or less than anything in Japanese usually.
I know. After some of the certain songs we've done, nothing is a challenge anymore.
This song was not particularly ambiguous or difficult.
No, sometimes they can be, but oftentimes now we're getting used to ambiguity. It's not so bad.
Sometimes it isn't all that bad if it's in just one round.
So, nice one. Well, let me sing it to you. All right, second part, starting with Despair, the missing line that is now found. Here we go. Click. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Even the interlude is a little long. Do 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 do. Despair drawn from the dreams I held long ago, and the trap that's waiting for me inside this same chance. Oh, what are the good and bad waiting in the world? Oh, they're nothing but the heads and the tails of the same coin. They tell me time can heal all wounds, but how much longer will it take? The real fire to feel true joy within my soul when all that glitters bright. It looks like gold, but it isn't. No, oh no, no, no. Oh, Bruce, I burn to know what it is to feel true sadness in my soul. Been living my whole life stuck in the mind, but I can't say that it's really all that bad if it's only just one round. That this game is over. Oh yeah. All right. What do you think?
Are there too many no's in line? I don't know which one it is. The one with all the no's in it.
I'm not sure. I lost count because that part is like a bridge section that I'm not as familiar with, so I just kind of went with it. I'll have to listen
That's
carefully and figure it out.
I mean, the Japanese is like there are shiny things, but not all of them are gold. Is that's what it literally said. So I had to spread that over 2 lines.
Isn't that how it works? All the time we're having to like spread things out so much.
Hikaru mono no means shiny thing. Karu mono no, or shiny things that no is like a connecting word, but
what do you,
5 syllables
what do you
for a
think
thing that
what do you think happens more often? Do we get a Japanese phrase that is so concise that we have to have made up English to kind of make up the rest of the lines? Or the opposite, where you have a longer Japanese phrase that you have to squeeze in the English?
um
Because both happen, but what happens more frequently, do you think?
where I have to stuff in a bunch of extra words.
Yeah. Japanese tends to be a lot more concise than English, doesn't it?
The first the first Japanese line is aishiteta to, which is 2 words. Aishiteta is we're in love, but it's 1 word. To
愛してた
is like a
と
nageku. Niwa is like meaningless particle words when you translate them.
あま
It's
り
like
にも時は過ぎてしまった。Oh,
it's
it's so
basically
good.
just
I want to sing it
it
in
ba-
Japanese too.
what it literally means is I spend too much time being sad that we were in love.
Hmm.
That's all those first 3 lines are. That you can't get the time back. It's implied, I would say,
You're taking some
but
liberties.
well, no, it's sort of it's thematically there, but literally it is not. But the literal meaning is like a would not fill the first line. The next 2 lines are the words are in a very different order because Japanese words go in a different order.
Ah.
But mada is like still, kokoro heart,
心
no
の奥びを
no hokorobi I think is a let me look that up. I think it's a gash.
心びを癒する
A
もの
hokorobi
風
is
か
it's a very specific word. It doesn't mean gash specifically. It's just any kind of seam or rip that has been left open.
Ah, yeah.
Woe. Woe is like one of those. It sounds like a nice word. This word is so meaningless you do not translate it in English. It means, hey, this thing right in front of me is the direct object of the sentence.
Ha,
It even
that's
has its
all it
own
is.
unique hiragana. This hiragana is used to write this word and nothing else in
Ha.
modern Japanese. It used to be used to write other words because Japanese used to distinguish between o and wo, but now some people will hypercorrectly always pronounce the particle wo, but it gets pronounced o wo. Like you'll hear Japanese people say Let's see. Where's the word that begins in O in here? No, I look for one. I can't find it. But often O on the beginning of a Japanese word will be pronounced wo.
Is that like the same relationship as like wa and ha?
Kinda, sorta, except it's more like how you don't have a distinct ul sound in Japanese. Like it might sound like "rariru-re-ro," "dadidu-de-o," or "lalilu-le-lo," depending on how they're saying it
Mm.
at the moment. It's called free variation. Like "odorimasho" might sound like "wodorimasho" depending on the speaker and when they're saying it. But it's a meaningless difference. It's still the same
Mm.
word. Or like how in English we might say keep. Like some people will say keep with a strong palatalization, and some will say keep without, like just keep without a strong palatalization.
I see.
It doesn't affect what the word means. It's just sometimes people say it slightly differently, just depending on the mood they're in. Um, but yeah, this one had to do more expanding than contracting. Usually, I'm trying to see if I can find something that was so that has that comes out bigger in English.
Trying to think too. My brain is fuzz as usual.
I don't think there were too many examples of that in this one. Sometimes you end up with English words that are written in katakana like chansu that take up two syllables. So I just throw in the meaningless o syllable, kono chansu. So this same chance o. It just says this chance in Japanese. But this in Japanese is kono or kore if you're like pointing at something and you don't know what it is.
Hmm. So is it your turn to sing the last part of this?
Where are we again? Let's see.
I made it through the rest of the song, and
Oh,
I detected no real problems.
of course not. I've been working very hard on this.
Yeah, this has been the least confusing. I think this has been the easiest to just pick up and sing. So kudos to you.
I
Um,
had a very good starting point. Like Yoko Kano or whoever wrote the original lyrics, they did an extremely good job too.
Such a great
Some
song.
people, because some of the times they don't give me that much to work with. Um, Akuma no Ko in places was actually bad for that because the whole like if like the birds above we had wings that could fly part,
Oh yes.
it was much shorter if you translated it literally. It's like if we had wings like birds, where could we fly?
And yet
Life,
the
life,
music
life sucks.
continues.
And then the next part was life sucks and I hate it, basically.
That's
Or I
the
know life
culmination
sucks.
of that entire song.
Or it was more like I know life sucks and I hate it. So my translation, while accurate, I had to do it with a lot of words. One of the easiest strategies for that is either if the word has an ambiguous meaning, somehow fit both of them in there. I did that with what was it? Avid. A spiral melody is the key to stubborn hopes. The line was like literally melody, spiral, key, stubborn hope, or something like that. It was just a bunch of random words strung together.
Huh.
Avid was a lot of that.
Which makes sense for the kind of mental state it was trying to portray.
That's just characteristic of Japanese poetry. It's usually a string of somewhat related words. Like the first lines of Silent Song translated into Japanese are a string of random pretty words. Well, they're not random. They're the ideas, but without the grammatical words in between. That is very common in Japanese poetry. They dump out all but the words that mean things.
Mm,
They often jump out the knees, the gas, the was, the nose,
I see.
because Japanese has lots of syllables, and sometimes it has more syllables than you need. So you have to get rid of the insignificant ones if you want it to fit. They do that all over the place with these songs, and it drives me up a wall sometimes because I have to sometimes guess what they're supposed to be.
It's so frustrating. But you
Like
manage.
Japanese,
You manage
they
well.
they didn't do that very badly with this song though. This was like pretty easy.
So, well, is there any other part of this you want to sing for the group?
Oh, I will sing the whole thing for them because they will probably demand it.
All right, there we go. Have at it,
Uh,
my man. And then I'll sing it through one final time with the instrumental that I have made by the
uh,
wonderful Simpsonil. Going old school Cowboy Bebop. Yes, we are outer space. And Richard finished reading chapter one. Would have been quicker, but kept getting interrupted by reading.
I hate getting interrupted while reading things.
Yep. Story of my
And none of my
life.
yes, I know. Do you know how many chapters long that story is now? Let me take a look. I don't remember. It's like
I cannot wait for my binge fest.
it is 28 chapters long now.
Are they all proofread? Are they all like done? Or are some of them still in the process?
The book is not finished. There are 28 polished chapters and half of a 29th one.
Wow. That song's pronounced
Oh,
Aishiteru in three different ways in my time. Yep. It depends on how
I
they smash syllables together and
okay, the that word is correctly actually aishiteiru because teiru is the correct form of the
right.
progressive in Japanese, which you use it.
Aishiteru.
Aisu means to love, and shi, you change su to shiteru for or shiteiru, which is hard to say. That's why you hear it as shiteru, which is normal for conversational Japanese. So it can maximally be aishiteiru, 6 syllables long, but you can scrunch it to aishiteru, 3 syllables.
Aishiteru.
If you and in spoken Japanese, you will often hear it said like that because she and su will often become sh if said very quickly, especially e and u are are the vowels that are closest to being consonants and consequently the most weakly articulated because all they are is y and w said as the center of a syllable. Whereas
Interesting.
a and o are much farther from being consonants, and a is about as far as you can get from being a consonant.
Indeed.
Like this, it's hard to articulate a non-syllabic a. Like you can articulate a w or a y or an o. Like you can sort of turn an o into a w sound or yeah, but it's hard to say yeah. Like it's hard to it sounds it's like the semi-vocalic form of an is basically like an r sound.
Ah. Ah. I can't do
Like
it.
yeah, it's basically you get like you have to go for an r.
That's very intriguing how that works.
Yeah, basically the lower and darker your vowel is, vowely it is. So the most vowely vowel is probably all, if you want, depending on whether you want to round it or not.
Mm.
And the least vowely vowel is e or u.
Mm.
U is one of those that's hard to say if you're not used to pronouncing it. It's the German
Ooh,
u umlaut or
yes.
French u, the French u.
E.
It also appears in Mandarin Chinese.
You know, I remember that now. You're bringing back all these memories now. of when I was in
It's
my Mandarin Chinese class.
it's not a rare sound, but it's not a common one either. English
Wow.
used to have it. Like Old English had it, but it got merged in with E, which then turned into I, which is why we often write I with a letter Y. That sound is represented in the International Phonetic Alphabet like this. I just put it in the chat window. Because the Greek letter ypsilon used to represent this sound. And so the Y, which was originally borrowed from the ypsilon, was used to write that in like old languages, like Old English. Finnish still uses it for that.
Huh.
I think the Scandinavian languages still do too. And words borrowed from classical languages into German are often pronounced that.
That is so interesting.
So we may say Casitas for the bottom region of hell, but it should be Kokutos if we were or Kokutus if we were being
In
very scientific.
Overlord, one of the generals' name is Cocutus.
Yeah, it's like the icy part of Hades.
Yes, and his powers are ice powers.
I
He's
mean,
he's like
it's
an ice
often
insect kind of general.
like Casitas breath appears in Digimon as an attack. Casitas appears in Final Fantasy as a spell, though it's often called Krista in English, probably because Casitas sounds like a disease.
Uh, oh, speaking of Overlord, I've gotten several calls now to do Renner's song, and so I could
We
probably
talked
do the English myself because it's not that complicated. But if you want to do those like 4 lines for me, you could do that.
like once we're done with this, we can do that right now.
So
It would probably not be hard.
yeah,
Okay,
actually,
now I
you
have
want to
to
bounce over to that real quick?
first let me sing this and just
Ah, yeah, I
waterlog.
was figuring you were stalling.
No, I just genuinely enjoy having these tangents with you.
Oh, this will be fun.
Just getting through the long intro.
Yes.
Such a nice song.
It's such a pleasantly sounding song.
Now listen to how depressing it is. Still wasting too much time, mourning us in love, watching hours going slipping away that I can't get back. The gash in my heart you made, it can never heal. But the same old winds are blowing through, just like always. Got to keep this one eye looking at today. 'Cause this other one's not leaving, no. The past behind me, no. If I could lie once more in your tender arms, then I could sleep in peace at long last, cradled in your love. Hey, someone come from your dried out eyes. The real folk blues. I burn to know what it is to feel true sadness in my soul. Been living my whole life stuck in the mud, but I can't say that it's really all that bad if it's in just one round. That this game is over.
Long interlude.
Yes, if everyone's ears are not waterlogged by now, they will be soon.
Keep it up.
Waterlogged.
I'm pretending I'm singing through your voice and it's killing people.
There's songs up the street I held long ago, and the trap that's waiting for me inside this same chance. Oh, what are the good and bad? waiting in the world. Oh, they're nothing but the heads and the tails of the same coin. They tell me time can heal all wounds, but how much longer will it take? The real folk blues, I burn to know what it is to feel true joy within my soul. When all that glitters bright, it looks like gold, but it isn't. No, 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 no. The real folk blues, I burn to know what it is to feel true sadness in my soul. Been living my whole life stuck in the mud, but I can't say that it's really all that bad if it's in just one round. That this game is over. Okay,
Nicely
I trip
done.
over stuck in the mud. That
that's
one tripped me up.
that's apropos.
Been my whole life stuck in the mud. Okay, now that all of you are, I hope, sufficiently amused.
There's water bombs in the chat.
Yes, I hope you have all had plenty of water as a result of this.
Stay hydrated, babies. Mm.
Stay hydrated,
Hydrated. Yes.
which is not the same as load rated.
Can we be mid-rated?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Well, we are in Middle Earth,
I
in the
mean,
Norse sense, not the Tolkien sense.
oh, so that is good.
There's a long, like, outro to this song, too. I didn't realize how many, like, noises there were on the end of it.
Yeah, we're not doing all of that.
Are you sure you're like an opera singer? Isn't that your thing?
I just feel like that's going to kill retention on the song, and it puts too much emphasis on the instrumental, and I want the emphasis to be on me because I'm a greedy diva who wants all the spotlight. So, yeah.
Well, you have all of the water in your ears now.
Do you want to hear the instrumental? That's my question.
Sure, now you sing it. You're the actual. You know, I can't hear your output. I'm in Discord.
Da 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 da. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I will not see music you output
Oh, you
to the
should. Oh,
screen.
yeah. If you're on Discord, shoot. Well, you can listen back to the live stream during this portion.
Yeah, I can listen to this later. You go ahead and sing it like
Oh.
not like some guy who studied translation and not singing.
You're too fun. You did a great job. Didn't you do a great job, everyone? I think he did.
Participation ribbon.
Participation ribbon.
Those things, and it was always kind of awkward and uncomfortable. At least that's how I felt about it. I never liked them.
And I love how all the boomers are like, well, you guys just had to, you're all, entitled because you got your participation choice. It's like, okay, who was the ones who gave it to us? We didn't want
Yeah,
that.
we didn't ask for it. Like nobody cared about those things when we were kids.
Outer Space says, yes, Ryu, you did a great job amusing us.
Supposed to be a comedian.
You and I should do stand up together.
You have to be the straight man because I'm not,
All
you got
right.
you see what I did there?
Oh boy. That just hit me like 10 seconds later. I was like, wait, what? Processing? Oh!
You see, Carrie is a blonde soprano, and apparently those use their heads for resonance, or so she tells me.
What do you think
I don't
this
know. So
gigantic forehead of mine is for?
I don't know. You actually wrote silent song, so I'm skeptical of it being empty.
Can't wait to work on that this winter.
We can do that now too.
I don't think I'm prepared for that one yet. I got to practice that one. I got to practice my own song.
Well, we can make sure the words fit.
It's been ages since I've sung that thing.
I probably know it better because I've.
Oh, I know
listened
you
to
know it better than me right now. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here it is with the real instrumental. Do you want me to kick you off a Discord so that you can
No.
listen to the thing?
No, I can just like mute you for a second.
Yeah, you could just flip on over.
Let's see. Where's the button?
I'm a character in Code Lyoko now. Gigantic forehead Caroline. Yes, my mom keeps on yelling at me to get bangs. I have bangs, but they've grown out. I'm getting a haircut in November. So, all right, here we go. I'm clicking play. Gosh darn it. Oh, yeah. Still spending too much time mourning us in love, watching hours go on slipping away that I can't get back. The gash in my heart you made, it can never heal, but the same old winds are blowing through, just like always. Gotta keep this one eye looking at today, 'cause this other one's not leaving no past behind me, no. If I could lie once more in your tender arms, then I could sleep in peace at long last, cradled in your love. Hey, someone come and cry for me with teardrops from your dried out eyes. The real folk blues, I burn to know what it is to feel true sadness in my soul. Been living my whole life stuck in the mud, but I can't say that it's really all that bad if it's in just one round that this game is over. Oh yeah, so far so good. Hey Sunshine! Yes, credit for the instrumental goes to Simpson Hill. And I'm getting a haircut because my hair grows too long. I need a trim and I need the bangs trimmed up. Woo! Here we go. Despair drawn from the dreams I held long ago, and the trap that's waiting for me inside this same chance. Oh, what are the good and bad waiting in the world? Oh, they're nothing but the heads and the tails of the same coin. They tell me time can heal all wounds, but how much longer will it take? The real folk blues, I burn to know what it is to feel true joy within my soul. When all that glitters bright, it looks like gold, but it isn't, no, no, no. The real folk blues, I burn to know what it is to feel true sadness in my soul. Been living my whole life stuck in say that it's really all that bad if it's in just one round. That this game is over. Oh, and I guess he did manage. I told him to fade it out there at the end. I mean, maybe we'll go for it. I don't know. Oh, geez. I don't know what we're going to do there. Is it folk music or blues music? Oh, there's fusion all over the place, baby. So that's what we get. That's pretty damn good. Nice lyrics, nice instrumental. Hopefully my voice will cooperate. Ideally, I'd like to record tomorrow afternoon. So tune in for that, unless I decide to drink the Depresso Espresso and push it off till either Thursday night or Friday night, which could happen. But thank you, Richard. And thank you, Nakama. And don't worry, my hair is still going to be long. I just need to trim up all the raggedy ends. And yes, I'm thinking I'm going to get the red put in my hair again. Maybe even a little bit more than last time. I don't know.
Hi, Sunshine. Also, hi, I'm back to being a voice.
Yay! Ria's back in the chats, or back in the disco. Staying on. Staying on.
I need to nitpick line 02.
So, let's see. Okay, well, I put my appearance into the stream. Bye. Okay, Sunshine.
I think that I is... I made a mistake when I said emphasize I. It should be emphasize can't. That I can't get back. Not that I can't get... I can't do it. My voice does not want to cooperate, but I think you get the idea.
So, emphasizing can't.
I think.
I'll put a little star by that so that I remember that for when I record. There we go.
That was my only little nitpick, though.
That was it? Really?
This song is like easy mode.
Yeah, this song, compared to what we've been through before, like, yeah, but you spent so much time with this. You perfected it. So it's very easy to sing.
And I was working on it up until almost the start of the stream. Not constantly, but like off and on. I could take a look at it every day or so. Let it percolate for a few weeks just on its own, but because you can always make your translations a bit more accurate, you can always improve the quality of your English, the singability.
Let's do a thing. Because I want to do this while I have you captive.
Have me captive?
Yes.
Oh yes, Renner's song. Okay, so just jump all the way down to the bottom of the Google document. I will grab Renner's song. Let me grab the Japanese text.
Yeah, if there exists such a thing, I'm not sure. I've seen the Crunchyroll translation of it, but of course, who knows how accurate that is.
Oh no, I just need the kanji. And like I need to see it written in Japanese.
I'm gonna sing it in Japanese too. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Outer Space always is getting the best quotes, best Caroline quotes. Are you going to put that out in January, the best Caroline quotes of 2022? I hope so. I look at the evil I've done. I am going through my villain era like full force, guys.
Okay, I can't find it transcribed anywhere, so I'm going to figure out what the Japanese is just from listening to it.
Okay. shall I share this YouTube video that I found with you?
Sure.
I'll put it in the chat too so that everybody can follow along, but I'll also send it to you on the Discord.
I have both open.
There we go.
Here,
This kind of has a blanket translation, so it could maybe guide you a little bit if you're like trying to decide what words you're hearing.
okay, let's hope it's clear.
It should be. There aren't even any harmonies in this. It's just a single voice.
All right, let me see what.
I'm going to make a quick short of this and I'm going to put it out on Halloween. I think.
It sounds like Yume ni, which is easy enough. Yume ni inside a dream.
Yume mitai. Or something like that.
You hear tai.
I hear mitai. So like in the dream within a dream. The dream that I saw.
Oh, Yume, it's mitai. I know what mitai is.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Is it spread out or is it just 4 syllables?
I think it's
Let me
it's
just write it out.
madamita. It's Yume ni madamita is what I hear. But it could be madamita. Like it could be mitai, but I think it's mita is what I hear.
Let me listen to it myself. Me ni de mita. Mita. Let me look at what made is. Okay, that does not mean a dream within a dream. Yume does mean dream. Ni. Made mita. Let me make sure I have this right. Let's see if ni made means something else. Oh, no, it does not. So far, Yume ni made mita, which looks like this in hiragana.
And then the rest of it is Yume no Naka.
Oh, well, that does mean in the middle of a dream. Yume ni made mita. So that everyone can understand it. Yume no Naka looks like that.
Yeah.
This word means middle or inside. So far it means until within a dream, until the dream I saw within a dream, or the dream I dreamt within a dream. In Japanese, you see a dream. Yume wo miru is to dream, but literally to see a dream. Let me transcribe this into like words we're used to. Oh, no, stop giving me hiragana. What's next? Let me listen.
Sa hora.
Wait, let me.
Subete wo.
No, I'm trying to figure out what that second word is. Possibly kora?
I think it's just sa hora.
Does sa ora mean anything?
Yeah, it's just basically here. It's like voila.
Ora. Sa means like thus or in this way, usually, I think. Or I'm used to seeing it on the ends of words, not the beginning. Ora means I, but it's like in like a tough guy way of saying it, not like a feminine way. So I
It's
feel
I
like
feel
there's
like
something
it's an expression. Like it's one way I'm seeing that it can mean is like hey or oi, like a.
Oh, sa, like it's the long sa, not the
Yeah.
short sa.
Sa hora.
And what is ora? I'm just trying to figure out what
That's what I was
because I know.
saying.
Let's see. Sa is that. It doesn't have a kanji. Normally, ora is normally it's this, but that's like masculine I.
I think it's all one expression. The sa hora is like come look now or hey come. That's the
I
impression I
feel
get
like
from it.
maybe maybe it's ura because sometimes ura sounds like ora. Opposite lean. Let me listen to the rest of the sentence. Then the rest of it is subete wa, or is it subete wo? I didn't hear that very clearly.
忘れましょう. I can't tell if it's a wa or a wo either before that. すべては
I think it's subete wa something.
すべては忘れまし
Subete
ょ
wa. It might actually be. Actually, ora does make sense as, but it's like us, not I. The ra is often the pluralizer. I'm just gonna write that in hiragana. Subete da. Subete wa. This hiragana is actually ha, but you use it to write wa because reasons.
う.
And it was, and what was that verb?
忘れましょ
Wa. I know that. Wa su re ma sho. Wa su re ma sho. And then putting it in letters. Sa. O ra. Su be te wa. Wa su re ma sho. Is there anything else, or is this it?
There's a couple of more lines.
Okay, let's have a listen then.
And it gets a little more complicated, but there's not much left. Hello, Nerd Zach. Thanks for popping in.
Let's see.
Shikabane. Well, I don't know. It's going too fast.
Shikabane. Shi- Shikabane. Yeah, that is what I think it is. It's corpse.
Shikabane no. Yeah, and that makes
I think
sense
it's
because the translation here
is it
is standing on corpses.
Shikaba, if I can type it correctly.
I'm,
Is that
I'm doing great,
one
Nerd
kanji?
Zach. Thank
One
you.
kanji, you get this whole big word out of it. One kanji for hiragana. Are they saying was that no or wo?
No.
Okay, I can
No
hear.
ue ni
No
tatsu.
ue ni tatsu. Tatsu is probably stand. No. Ue is above or on top of, ni in that place. Or towards, actually, since it's a verb in motion. Tatsu. Let's climb up on the corpses. Or on the corpse. Ue ni tatsu. I mean, you can spell it too, but it sounds like Sue. Come on, thing, type.
No ue ni tatsu. And Nerd Sack, you need help? Well, if you need any Japanese help, we have the expert lyrics guru here, so feel free to ask away. Butaini, right?
Let me listen. Is that? Do you hear butai?
Yeah, butai, and I can't tell if it's ni or nu. Butai nu,
It's
butai ni.
no, it's ni.
It's got to
It's
be
like
ni.
nu is not a particle. It well, it kind of is, but you stick it on the end of archaic verbs to negate them.
Okay.
It's not. Butai is a stage, not that one. Let's see. Butai is that one. This is dance. This is the mau is written with this kanji. Butai. Is that the last line, or is there one more?
There's one last line. Butaini. Butaini.
Let me listen. Let me listen. Futari. Some. Futai. Futari is two people. Looks like that. What do you hear after that? E?
Yeah, e. Igai.
Let me see.
Hukari.
No, it's futari. E is good. What do you hear after that? Die? Futari die?
I hear guy, but it could be dai. I swear to God, I hear fukai, and I don't know why. It makes more sense if it's futai.
Some speakers will drop the R before an E, so some people might say it futai. But it's futari. It's like I know this word. It's two people.
No kane no.
Let me check. It might be kari.
Fukari.
Futari kari. What is kari? Is kari? I think it does.
I hear
Temporary.
igai.
Okay, kari can mean like a zillion different things. What does kai mean?
Yeah, and the video is translating this line as "We are all that each other needs." If that helps direct your meaning.
This might be it might be. Is it ikai or ikai? Because that's also a word. This ikai means one time.
I still, if it's ikai, I think it's I for sure, but I still hear igai for some reason.
Let me see what
Do we get to hear Ryu sing this? Uh-oh.
ikai does mean something. It means excluding.
which makes sense with this translation saying we are all that each other needs.
So there's Igai, and if the rest of it doesn't make sense, we'll go back to the drawing board. Let me try the next one.
No daremo. I hear no ta, no daremo. Fukai, fukari dai.
No dare.
No daremo.
Two people excluding everybody else. Yeah, it is no guy. You were right.
That's just what I heard. I could be wrong.
No, it makes sense.
Well, that's good.
This says just two people excluding everyone else.
Yeah,
Is
and I
there
think
one
the
more line?
last word is iranai or hiranai. Iranai.
Iranai means there is not.
Iranai.
Yeah. Iranai. No. Uh, I'm not sure
And that's it.
hiru means something. Hiru means like to dry out. So I don't think that's it.
I
Hiru in
think
this
I,
hiru, hiru
iranai
in this
means,
oh iranai means do not need.
yeah, iranai. So that makes
That's
more
even what it
sense in this case.
so the translation on the screen is actually pretty accurate. It's just in a different order from how it's actually
Yeah,
presented.
that's surprising that they actually got it semi right. Of course, I might have directed you into hearing what I want you to hear, but I think you can vet most of this.
I mean, that does make sense. It makes sense in context.
So,
Give me just a second. My refrigerator is making funky noises.
oh no.
I need to go make it stop. Well, it'll be fine. It's just driving me up a wall.
Those stupid noises that
Never
sometimes
mind.
those
It just
appliances
stopped.
make. Well, that's good. Maybe it was making ice?
No, I think there's something wrong with the motor or something. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. So everybody gets to watch me translate something in real time.
Yeah. It's a dream.
Not to. Oh no, no, that's. That doesn't fit. Let's give this a listen. See how it
I love how we're both working on separate translations.
Oh, Wasture not is not forget.
I see we're both struggling with the same damn line.
Let's see how it came out.
Yeah.
Mine's prettier.
Well, of course yours is prettier. You always write in a florid way. I'm more direct. All right, you want to sing yours and then I'll sing mine?
I mean, you had me to translate it, so yours is actually also correct.
I might incorporate some bits of yours, though. And you might agree with some of what I did. We'll pull them together. But sing through yours. I want to hear what yours is like in its pure form.
And it's my refrigerator's doing the funky thing
Oh
again.
no!
Give me a second. This is gonna drive. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Is your refrigerator okay?
Probably not. I have no idea what's wrong with it,
Uh oh.
and I'm not and I'm not going to be the one who has to deal with it. So let's see if I got this right. Let's see if I got this right. Once within one of my dreams, did I dream a dream? Come, let's see how it will be, thus to forget it all. All the dead bodies beckon us stagewards rise undone. We two together forsake the other. Do not need. Okay, there's a little glitch. Let me try that again.
Yeah, really not bad, Ryu. In the words of Nakama. I like that.
Together forsake.
Together forsake the others we do. Yeah,
I have an
how
idea.
does that last part go?
We two together, we forsake all else we do. There.
Forsake all else we do. Oh, that's chilling. Yes. I like it.
Well, this is like suitable for ominously elegant words.
Yes.
We also have the bane of your existence. Once one dreams did dream.
Yeah, that's
Also
a
rhyme.
little bit.
The
I mean, I guess the Japanese is like that, so.
Japanese is like that because Japanese has like maybe 20 sounds in total. You cannot write in Japanese and not accidentally rhyme and alliterate all over the place. Also, dead bodies beckon dance again. This is like extremely alliterative. It is probably a tongue twister to most people. No, I think all my lines are better than yours.
Of course you would think that. Otherwise, you'd make them like mine.
Oh no, it's not.
You have a problem line there, though.
Where?
On the all the dead bodies line. All the dead bodies beckon us stage words. You have stage words.
Oh, is the two emphasized?
It ends on the tsu, yes.
I lose the stage word there though.
So, oh, while you fix that, I get to sing mine. Let me get the right pitch, though. All right. Let's see if I remember how it goes, though. It's a dream we only see while we're in a dream. Come with me, your memories, leave them now far behind. Stand on the corpses as if it's our stage and dance with me. We are the only thing we'll ever need, just you and me. That's mine. I like my rhymes that I did. I only have one.
Let's see. Well, first of all, that's not a rhyme. See, dream, memories is assonance.
Okay, well, at least it has assonance. I have a nice assonance going on here.
I do that too, though. Dream. I actually just rhyme dream with itself. Well, assonance dream with itself. C, B.
I like your last couple of lines there. I'm stealing those.
You have to steal the whole thing.
Okay, you don't want me to steal your last two lines?
Well, first of all, we only see. That's an unidiomatic translation. In English, you dream a dream. It's kind of odd, but like to see a dream is just the normal expression for dream of something in Japanese.
I don't
So
follow how that's a problem.
it's a normal. The Japanese has a normal expression. You have a weird one. Do you see dreams in English?
I describe the things that I see in a dream.
Yeah, but you don't say I saw a dream last night, do you?
Okay, well, if I could do this.
Do I have too many syllables in the first line, or did you dump one out?
Um, Once within one of my dreams, did I dream a dream?
No, yours.
Yours is correct. It's a dream we only dream while we're in a dream. I don't like using
Also,
dreams so much. I like my C here.
also, it would have to be saw. Mita is past tense.
Past
Un-
tense.
unambiguously past tense too. Like sometimes Japanese is ambiguous. Past tense is usually not. Mita is I dreamt. That's why I translated it. Did I dream a dream? Because it's in the past.
I see. So that's what this translation didn't get.
It can be an adjective describing the thing that comes below, depending on how you.
Because to me, it felt like she was explaining this is only something that you can see while you're in a dream. While you're already in a dream, this dream can only happen while you're already in a dream. That's the impression I got from it.
Let's see, modern.
But if you say it's past tense,
It is past.
then that's
The
wrong.
structure here is kind of ambiguous because it depends on where you divide the sentence. If you take them separately, it says I dreamt a dream in the middle of a dream. If they are two separate clauses, it's a dream dreamt in the middle of a dream if it's one sentence with no pause. But I think she pauses between ta and the second yume, doesn't she?
Yeah, she goes, Yume ni mada mita, yume no naka.
It's kind of sort of ambiguous, but I was interpreting it as these were two separate clauses. You could interpret it that way, in that, like you have, and it would be that if it were one sentence. And if we had a Japanese transcription, it probably wouldn't help. They usually leave out the punctuation in songs, which is also very irritating.
Yeah. Because it's one
It,
musical phrase. If you think about it, da 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 da. Like,
it
sure, there's a
could
breath in there, but it feels like one complete thought to me, musically speaking.
it could be either.
It could
This
be
is one of
either.
those cases where it's ambiguous, though often in such a context you would usually see mite rather than mita. If it were just this is irritating, isn't it?
Yeah, this song is
I normally
very,
do
very weird.
I normally do this behind the scenes, and I'm like, is this a past tense or is this an adjective? Because fun fact, in Japanese, if you put a verb in front of a noun, it becomes an adjective. And also, adjectives are verbs. You can conjugate a Japanese adjective into the
Ugh,
past tense.
why is it so
You can also,
complicated?
I think, what I have also makes more semantic sense. Like, I dreamt a dream in the middle of a dream. Now come with me and see what it's like to dream this.
Does knowing the context of the song help when translating? Oftentimes, yes. Usually
Sometimes.
it does, but sometimes.
Sometimes it doesn't, and the song is mismatched to what you have it with. You
Yeah.
can know the context and be like, this is kind of mismatched.
Yeah.
Because anime songs, sometimes they already existed and somebody just stuck it on the anime because they thought it sounded cool.
Yeah. This character is Yandere. She has basically sold out her kingdom to the Overlord via Albedo, just because she liked this one guy and wanted to be with him for all of eternity. So she sold out the kingdom, became a demon, convinced him to come a demon with her. I should have put a spoiler
Oh,
warning before all that, but
that's like all evil and stuff.
it's quite evil, quite menacing, quite scheming.
I'll, uh, hmm. I think the first four lines of what I like, as I've written them out, the first three lines of what I did make more sense. But stand on the corpses as if they're our stage and dance with me is a much clearer translation than what I have.
I do like my line there.
You could keep that one if you. Hmm.
You have
I think
dreamed
the.
so many times in yours, though. It's so redundant.
No, it's not. It's fine. It's alliterative.
It's redundant. Redundant
No, it's
redundancy.
not. Dream a dream is a normal expression. It's just kind of English being weird.
Dream a little dream of me.
Oh, I think I can do something.
Yeah, can you do something about that?
Deep within a reverie. There, you get a funky word instead. Did I dream a
Can I
dream?
change that
You
to
have
my
no.
reverie?
Why?
Because I want to.
I guess if
And you can't argue against it.
I mean it's fine. There is no argument against it.
Because I just don't like putting the heavy syllable on a schwa vowel like that. Oh, reverie.
Okay. I mean, I learned I would just sing it as like an noise, but okay. And
Once
do
within
no,
a
you
reverie.
take
One
deep rather than once. Once is a mucky word.
deep within. Yes. I didn't see you do that. Deep
Yes,
within a reverie. Deep within my reverie. Okay. Guys, what do you like most? Do you like or my?
I think now that you sing it that way, I like my better. So
Okay. Did I dream a dream? Come, let's see how it will be just to forget it all. It's not my favorite line, but I guess it works. And if it's clearer than mine, which it probably is, then okay.
it preserves the rhyming structure of the original because it does rhyme, rhyme,
Mm-hmm.
then then dark vowel.
And then I do like your last two lines there.
Mhm. which in Japanese do not rhyme. They're just kind of off.
Yeah. Not
And
everything has to rhyme.
well, I think that's kind of intentional. It's not quite the perfect prettiness you would expect.
I like this.
I do too. That you forced me to not. You're like, this needs work, and I'm like, but I like. And you're like, no, fix it.
And I'm like, but
You're,
I want to. And you're like, no.
I'm like, no, you don't get I want, and you're like, fine, you have to make it sound good. I'm like, the perpetual tug of war between.
It works. Somehow it works. And we end up in the perfect spot.
We haven't done it like this in a long time.
No, I've missed it a little bit. Although it takes forever to do, obviously. But, you
Yeah,
know.
if we wanted to do it this way, we would probably either have to do it off. We'd probably have to do it off stream in several sittings.
Probably.
Either that,
So.
or I would have to come up with something in advance. In which case, you're like, I don't want to change it. You put so much work into it, which is nice.
And
But
that's how you get me to do stuff.
I'm like, here, it's already done. Don't question it.
It's done. Take it or leave it. Oh, but this is so cool. I like this. Deep within my reverie, did I dream a dream? Come, let's see how it will be, thus to forget it all. Stand on the corpses as if they're our stage, and dance with me. We two together, we forsake all else. We do not need.
And this preserves the E.
I do like that.
Ira na E.
This is one of my weaknesses, is I subconsciously imitate the sounds of the Japanese with the English words sometimes to a fault.
I do that too. I do that too.
I don't know. I guess we're just so in tune with the way that we want it to sound, right?
I've no eye inside.
Case in point.
I'm a lie, glass-eyed. That was the worst one. Like, for me to get my hands on that now, I would do even worse.
Oh man, and we roughed that one because that was before you started making translations ahead of time.
Like, if I had an ahead of time translation for that one, we do really well with Riona.
We do.
And YouTube just gave me a bunch of her songs at random once, and I was like, wow, these would actually probably make pretty good covers. But Riona is not that popular to an English-speaking audience, is she? I think
sad.
a lot of them she like dresses up as a schoolgirl. So I'm wondering if that's just marketing or if she has like deep-seated Japanese school trauma that she is working through in music. And the answer is probably yes.
Yeah, probably.
If you want bad, like I, look at how where I translated Silent Song into Japanese and then back translated it into English. I think I ended every line in I in some point.
Oh, that's fun.
Let me see if I did that. Because it came out with, I think the joke was, this is your Carrie on Ryu.
This is Carrie. This is Carrie on Ryu.
Yes, all except the line Silent Song ended in I in some way. Because this is roughly what you would get if you, I don't know if you actually looked at it, if you took the translation into Japanese, then I translated it back into English. And and it was hard to find some of these words too. I learned that the word sonify exists. I did not know that word before.
What? Sonify? As in
Yes,
Sonic?
it means to make into sound.
Sonify. I like that. I'm going to use that now.
We, all this singing without sound came back out soundlessly to sonify because I needed it to have an I on the end. I think that most of my English lines in the back translation are probably not as good as the ones that were originally there, but they're a whole lot more something.
It is my lifelong goal now to use Sonify in a song now.
I mean, you technically have lyrics to a song that you've already sung in English with your own that has it. I mean, you can do like the joke Caroline on Ryu version of that if you really want to, and you still have the. I don't know if you still have the original backing music for that or not.
mm, I probably do, but I'm not sure if it would open in my latest version of Logic. I wonder if I could open it. Did I do it in Logic or GarageBand? That is the question. It could have been from my GarageBand era, but I feel like it
I'm
was
not
done in
sure.
Logic.
Some of your rhymes were like the nice operatic O. They ended up I because
Thanks.
apparently that is the sound towards which we gravitate.
Yes.
Of course, it came out sounding very pretty in Japanese because what doesn't sound pretty in Japanese?
Exactly.
Like some people think Japanese is a harsh or ugly language. I'm like, are we listening to the same thing?
I'm going to do this one in Japanese and English as two different shorts. It's too short to make into like a full video, but if I do two shorts, they'll get a lot of views all at once, I'll bet.
Short like you.
Like
Public
me.
service announcement.
You didn't do the announcement this time. Shame on you.
Well, public service announcement. Carrie's like 5'2".
5'2".
And if I were standing next to her, I'd probably be at least a head taller. I'm about the same height as her husband.
I'm an elbow rest. What can I say?
You would be a double elbow rest.
One on each side.
Yep.
Oh, well.
I'd pat you on the head too.
I mean head pats. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been fun. We got a ton done, way more than I ever expected. Both these songs are going to be so cool. I am so excited.
And it's only like 9:15. We could
Yeah.
probably do a whole other song.
Well, I do have some other projects that I'm going to get to tonight, and I want to hang out with my husband. We're playing some games. He's taking me through this
Yes.
Made in Abyss game because we've been watching Made in Abyss. And
I keep hearing that is so good.
please watch it. It is very good.
I don't really have time for anime. That's why I don't watch it.
Man, it's so good. You get addicted to it.
I know. And that's why I haven't started a new one because I'm starting a new job soon, which I hate having to have a job.
My husband still hasn't found a new job yet. He's still searching.
Oh yeah, I forgot he said he'd like.
Oh, Nakama, do you play it too? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, he's just commenting on the fact that you're bad at video games and consequently going to die a lot.
Yes, but this game in particular, even my husband is like, we almost got soft blocked a couple of times because the mechanics of this game are just ridiculous. And the game itself is very good, but it's jank. Okay, it's very jank. You can tell that there's a lot to be desired of as far as some things. But yeah, story mode is easy, and then they take you into creating your own character and being an actual cave raider, and then shit gets real very quickly. I tried it. Johnny actually bought the game for me to play, and he was going to observe me playing it, and I fell off in the first area of the first layer after 30 minutes of playing. I handed him the controller and I'm like, show me how it's done. And I haven't asked for it back since.
Well, yeah, you think Kirby is hard.
It was hard for me.
Then again, I thought Kirby 64 was hard when I was like 10, 8, something like that.
Oh, got the orb piercer death scene. Oh, it's the best. But all the ways that you can crash down and die on like a ledge with your limbs all twisted and blood pooling all around you. Made in
I've heard
Abyss
Made
gets
in Abyss.
surprisingly graphic.
I've heard it starts out adorable and then turns like into darkness.
Oh, it's verging on horror, if not actual horror. The things
Here's
that
a horror.
happen are just real. It gets
A lot
really fast.
any sort of fantasy, if you stick with it long enough, will have horror-like elements to it. Sauron is horror-like because he's this evil, ominous, almost Cthulhu-like presence that can warp your mind. That is horrifying.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Berserk which is horror basically, but it's horror with lots of action violence on top.
Mm. And have I seen the movie? I saw the movie that happened before this latest season. Um, so if you're talking about that movie, yes. I have not seen any other movie since then, though, since this last season. I hope they make more Abyss. They better, because stuff just got good.
Well, we did two extremely different things tonight.
Yes, we did, actually.
Like, this is very... Of course, that's the story of our collaborative life.
That's what I love about doing anime music. Everything is so different. You never get the same thing twice.
Well...
And that soothes my ADD self.
Actually, yeah, we rarely get two that are even that similar. Tabibito no Uta and Cold Rain are kind of sort of similar.
You get stuff kind of in the same vein, but there's differences still.
And here is kind of similar to Tabibito no Uta with its very waltzy feel, but it also has a very different texture maybe. Like Tabibito no Uta feels more like bright, airy fantasy, and here feels like pretty airy fantasy, but the Spanish Inquisition at the same time. I listened to Here again earlier. It's nice.
Yeah.
That song did not get any like notice, and that is sad. That particular era right there, Here, Tabibita no Uta, Zankyo Sanka.
Zankyo Sanka actually did fairly well.
No, but I was just remarking that it's kind of like the sort of best we've done together, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like those are so good.
And then we have like the jazzy era with Kigeki and Mixed Nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
And the dark era with Akuma no Ko and Avid. Like we've gone through little periods, which has been, I guess, dictated by the anime more than anything else.
Yeah, for a while there, all the songs we were doing were like, war so bad, emotional damage.
Yeah, we were trying to, and then during the jazzy period, there was also Hoshiga Oyogu.
Yeah.
Please hold on tight to your only life, which is a line, part of which I came up with, but later discarded for Akuma no Ko.
Yes, I remember you were talking to me about that.
It was the original, like, instead of knowing makes me hate to live, was originally, and so I hate my only life, was my first draft translation of that.
Huh.
It's like, I like this line, but it's not quite right here. Let me file it away. And the one of our last fights was over here, and the line untarnished light was the compromise from uninjured and unbroken. That actually showed up again in A Cruel Angel's Thesis, with untarnished light still pouring from its shining eyes. I had to do so much filler with that song.
That
That was
probably wins the award for most filler.
it does. And most proper sung Japanese. And most shadow syllables.
Yes.
Za nikoku
Well,
nate
we basically sang the song twice because we would do like a verse in English and then do the same verse in Japanese, and we ended up doing like 2 full versions of it in that remix.
Oh, you sang it. I just sang part of the English. I did not sing most of the Japanese. Though if someone gives the donates $500 for me to do a cover, it will probably be like the standard version of A Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Ah, I will mix
Unless
it.
they have
If you pay
unless they
me, I
have
will
some
mix
other
it.
yeah, it's $500, I will sing a cover. $1,000, I will do a duet with Johnny.
Offer's still on the table.
Yeah, it's serious. Like if the whole community pulls that together.
They could just watch. Just watch. It'll happen sometime.
Yeah, we'll go halves on it or split it 3 ways if it's 1,000.
Oh. Well,
This
on that note, I think I'm going to take off for tonight. Thanks to
Aw.
Ryu for being amazing, helping us get not 1 but 2 songs done today.
I'm having fun though.
Yeah. Well, all good things must come to an end, as they say.
Oh,
So,
that makes me sad.
But don't worry, we got plenty of stuff coming up. I don't think I've told you the next song I'm planning on doing after Real Folk Blues, have I?
Nope.
Oh, we're doing Mob Psycho's new opening theme called One. And actually, it involves the mob choir, so I may need some of you as unwilling volunteers to help do some shouts for me to mix in.
How much English is already in it, and how mad at me are you going to get when it comes out in not English?
Ryu?
What?
Ryu?
What?
We need to have a chat. We need to have a come to Jesus meeting about what an English cover is.
I do not care.
He doesn't care.
You okay?
I am not okay. When have I ever been okay? I did at least remember to take all my pain meds today, so I'm better than I typically am. But I'm never okay. Especially when I'm chatting with you about lyrics.
Oh yes, I am she calls me the guru. I'm more like a lyrics demon or something that she is cursed to be stuck with forever.
Makes me sing lyrical goo.
Yeah, I sometimes she sometimes told me, especially when I was starting out, she was like, "That sounds like mush." And I have gotten good at identifying mushy words. I was like, do this word instead of once because once is a mushy word.
Yes. To be completely fair and honest, you have gotten really good about knowing what is singable and what is not. Yeah, which is impressive that you got a handle on that so quickly. And you're only getting better with every translation you do.
And if you want to argue with me back translating, the Japanese is way more singable than the English.
That's the only reason I let you get away with it most of the time. It's like comparing my desire to make a full English cover with my laziness and desire to sing Japanese.
You know you just want to give in to my wickedness.
I need to stop doing streams with you when I'm tired so that I can fight you properly.
When I've already done everything, I become significantly harder to fight.
Oh, all right. I'm really going to take off now. Thanks for everything. You guys, thank you for everything you guys contributed and chatting. Love talking
So
about Abyss. Watch Abyss, Ryu.
I'm guessing plenty of this song is in English already, and you're going to be really mad at me.
There's a song that I really regret not covering from last season, and that is Made in Abyss's ending theme song, Endless Embrace by Myth and Royd.
Is that one of the ones that got crushed out by the hurricane?
That is, yes, that's one of the major reasons. I decided to do, I put it up on a poll on my YouTube to see what people wanted more. And No Man's Dawn won. It was between No Man's Dawn and Endless Embrace. And because of the hurricane, I could not do both of them. So,
How's this sound? Whether or not the English gets back translated is directly proportional to how Englishy it is.
all right, I'll be interested to see how you aggravate
I
me in
don't.
this next one.
I haven't even listened to the thing yet. I don't know how much English is already in it.
There's a fair amount of English, but not like phrases. It's more like singular words. So I don't know how you'll handle that. But take a listen and see what you think.
Often just singular words are very difficult to back translate because the English word will be one syllable and the Japanese word will be 5.
There you have
Corpse.
it. So we'll see what happens.
Shikabane. That is the thing that stops me most of the time. There is no room. I cannot. That's probably why the Japanese person put it in there, because there was no room.
Actually.
You know what? This time I'll translate all the English into French.
I will attempt to sing it. You'll hate me, though.
Yeah, I know. Asking you to sing French is a bad idea. I couldn't get you to pronounce Chenon correctly.
Chain on.
It's Chenon.
Chain on.
Chenon.
Chain on.
Chain on. Yes, I should have put. I should put lots of chains on you for that.
Chain off. Chain on.
Only after that did I learn that Tsukihiro does not mean moon-colored, it means moonlight.
Really? I thought it meant moon-colored. I thought it meant like colored like the moon. Iro is color.
No, yeah, I think we talked about this before. In some random context, Iro can mean light.
I did not know that. Well,
I'm just sitting here shrugging. I'm like going, why Japanese? Why?
Hindsight's 2020.
It's mostly the color kanji in borrowings from Chinese where it means it. But in Hello Shooting Star, it's that sort of light. The light word in that line is iro.
Ah, I see.
And translating it as it's that sort of hue, it didn't make as much sense.
Interesting. Okay. It's amazing how many words have multiple meanings to them.
It usually means light in relation. It seems to mean light in relation to something that is already luminous. Like as I stand there in the glow of that peaceful indigo, it's that sort of light, you know.
The sky, yeah, luminous sky.
So it's the sort of like, because I guess it's sort of like the color of something is culturally the equivalent of the luminosity of something. I'm just sitting here like, I don't get it. This is something that I find weird. But if you translate iro as light in certain contexts, it makes a lot more sense.
Well, good luck with the Mob Psycho 1. That'll be a fun little romp for you.
Should I be horrified?
You might be. You might need to be. So
Richard, the thing about this is, it's not a case of being homophones. The Japanese word for light is hikari or akari, among others.
No language makes sense. What the fuck?
Iro normally means color, or it can also mean independently like relatedness. But that is one of those metal past tense coincidences.
I love Code Lyoko. I need to watch more of it.
Fun fact, Code Lyoko, I thought it was Japanese the first time I saw it. It's French.
Yep, it's actually French.
The French make anime.
Yes, they do, evidently. I didn't even
Well,
realize that. I thought everything was American back in the day that I was watching that.
I think the last anime I sat down and watched was a French anime called Wakfu,
Interesting.
and I want to get you to do the opening song to that sometime too.
Mm.
Which is
Mhm.
it's a I was working on translating it, but I didn't finish it. But that's a very easy one because I'm translating from French, not Japanese. And French was, fun fact, my primary foreign language. I'm just better at reading Japanese than most English speakers.
Ah. Oh, all right, Ryu. Take it easy. I'm going to
Now,
sign off with you. I'll catch you
here I
next
was thinking I
time.
was going to get 3 more tangents at least.
Nope, I'm clicking the disconnect.
Fine.
Have a good night. See you next time.
No,
Yay! Well, thank you all for being here, and I am ever so grateful for Ryu for being so kind and for giving his time and energy into creating this whole lovely translation for Real Folk Blues, which is just gonna, I don't care what the algorithm does with it, I'm going to vocally blast this out of the park and be proud of it. You guys will love it. And then this Reiner's song is going to be amazing. You couldn't even let me finish saying you wouldn't see me. Oh, you were saying something? I didn't catch it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I guess I don't see you. Although I'm staring into your soul. No. So, yeah, this is going to be really amazing. So, all right, guys, thanks for sticking with me this much. And I shall see you next time. Bye bye. Do, 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 do.